Hello everybody, welcome to today's vlog. Today we're just going to take a walk in our compound and enjoy a walk in the African village. There's nothing as lovely and as nice as taking a walk in Africa, in an African village. And this is one of such walks that we're going to do with you today. So we're just going to walk around and see what we can see in our little compound. And this is one of our flowers that we have here. This flower actually comes in many variants. So there's a variant that has green leaves, and then there's this variant. They're all different, and then there's another one that has also some pricks on it. But they're all very beautiful flowers, and they can withstand a lot of the sunshine. Actually, I think that is the green one there, which is not very healthy. And so let's just take a walk in this little compound of ours. And this Africa is a very nice place, and out here in the village, you actually have very fresh air. That's the guard. We usually have a guard at daytime because it's nice to have a guard around so that you feel safe, although it's actually very safe. And so we just take a walk and we see what we can see. And this is our little driveway that you drive in, and you can park your car there. It's a lot of space. And here is our entrance where we have a little beautiful guardhouse. This guardhouse, we just caved it from the corner of the wall. So we took one corner and the other corner and we just put the door. That's what a beautiful guardhouse. And so we just sit and enjoy this lovely day here in the village. When you live in abroad or you are in the diaspora, you actually don't know what you're missing until you come back home and see this and feel this and live in it. You actually have to be here to understand what you're missing, because what you miss is not the big cars and the big houses and all the luxuries. It is the quietness, it is the peace, it is the home feeling that you miss, and this is what gives you that. So if you're in the diaspora, you're really welcome to come back home to Africa, back home to Kenya, back home to your village. I just feel that. And then you can go back and then come back again and go back and come back again until one day maybe you can stay more on this side than you stay on that side. You really don't have to come completely back, but you can choose and feel both worlds. And I think it's a big privilege to be able to live both in a village in Africa and live abroad. I think it's a big privilege. But if you're only living abroad and you came from this side of the world, from Africa, you are missing a lot. You're missing more than you're getting, I would say that. So I'd advise you to come back home. Come back and feel how home looks like. And you can actually live in one of our houses. We have these houses that we have some as Airbnb, so you could just come and stay there and feel home for a short time, and then you go back to your nice living abroad. And so here I used to have very tall these black flowers. What are they called now? They're called hibiscus. Okay, these black hibiscus, they are very wild and they grow really fast and they take over everything. So they were very, very tall before I painted my wall, and so I had to cut them off because that color was destroying the wall. So I had to cut them off so they don't catch the wall and change it into the black color. And that's why you see they're very short, and I'll keep them short. These are crocus. They're called crocus, yes. And I have actually planted many different types. Usually there are those that look like leopards, the green and the yellow, and then there's the purple one, and there's one that looks like grass. You see that one? And my aim is actually just to have them like shrubs. I don't want them to go up like trees, I just want them to be shrubs. So there'll be shrubs of different colors and different types, and I think they'll look very nice. And then I want the hibiscus to grow tall, so that will be the taller versions of the trees, and these ones will just be bushes all along. And then I have my ground cover, which is these purplish little plants down there, but it's a bit hot when I was taking this video, and so they were not doing very well, but I hope that they will do well when the rain comes. I really have to put some ground cover so that we don't have to do a lot of weeding. That's why you have to put ground cover in your garden. And so I will do that. I will add more of those little purplish things, and I will look for more and more of the creeping flowers that become ground cover and cover it up. And so these are our beautiful crotals, and you can see that's the leopard one that I was talking about. And we'll look at more because there are quite a lot of them. And here we have also a group of them. This is the purplish greenish one. They come in very different types. So this is a grassy purplish greenish, and you can see down there there's a yellow leopard green grassy one, and this is the hibiscus that's trying to take over, but I'm going to cut it. Then I have this one, which is like yellow, purple, green, grassy one. There are really many types. So this is what I want them to be. I just want them to look like this, like more grassy than trees. And if you plant them together in a group, then they don't have a chance of growing a strong stem that makes them into trees. So they'll just be bushes. So I want to have just a bush of this in heaps, and then in between I put just one of those hibiscus. You see that one on the side, and then it will go up and become and give me my yellow, my pink, and my red and my white flowers. That's all I want. So let's look and see if we have more of this. It's quite dry. We need to water them, but when the rain comes, they become so vigorous that you actually need now to start cutting them. So I think it's good for them to stay a bit dry, so that when the rain comes, then they have actually that vast, and they will just be very vibrant. And so that's what we have. And then we actually have a little grass patch there in the middle that we can sit, put a chair and sit. And we have some thuja trees that we love so much. And so we've already covered our dusty pathways. We usually don't have that because it can really be dusty here if you don't watch out. The other thing that is very nice is that you can actually just plant a lot of plants in Africa. That's one of the things. In the village, it's not very common for people to plant flowers because everything around flowers, the grass, the beans and the maize, they're just flowers. You walk around in the bushes. So I think that's why people don't really feel like flowers are that important, to be planted in the home. And it doesn't, but I understand them, of course, because they have all this all over all the time. But I think it's good to introduce other types of flowers that are not there, like this one. This is actually one of my very, very good flowers that I love, because the leaves are like the flowers. So you can see the leaves are red and they're very shiny and thick and look healthy. Everything else is dying, but these ones are just living. And then they don't produce, they produce the flower that becomes the seed. But otherwise it's just that. Then we have these little fences that we planted, and we are going to trim them very, very short. It just seems like a decoration. We don't want them high. We want them to be very short so that you can actually see the inside of the grass where you can sit, and you can see the wall with the flower gardens. So that's why we've kept our little fences very short. Most of all, I love to sit around here because I can actually sit here and with my computer I just go on the internet and just read, or I can edit my videos from here, or I can make my videos from here. I can eat my food. It's quiet. I can hear if someone comes to the gate so that I can open for them. And it's really, really lovely to sit here. This is a very little quiet place, and you can actually go and touch the plants and feel them, and it's lovely. So there's a little bench that I got made from the remains of the wood or the timber that was left after we built everything that we have built. So this is just a very simple homemade bench that took maybe 1 hour to make, and it was done, and everybody just loves to come and sit on it and to feel Africa. So if you're planning to go back to Africa, don't hesitate, because Africa is very beautiful, and most of all in the village. Come and sit on this chair and feel the nice breath of our village. Here I'm calling and I'm talking from our village in Chogoria in Meru in Kenya. Thank you and welcome to the village. Bye.